Hi guys, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'd like to review for you a movie I recently watched on Blu-ray called Ouija. Following in a long line of superb board game based games, we get Ouija from Universal, rated PG-13 with an 89-minute runtime. This movie stars Olivia Cooke, who was the only person I recognize in this movie from Bates Motel. She plays the main character. It also stars Coto, Daren Kagasoff, Bianca Santos, Douglas Smith, Shelley Hennig, and Sierra Heuermann. Heuermann? I'm not sure how you say that one. So, this movie starts off with two young girls playing with a Ouija board trying to conjure spirits. And so, fast forward to now, they are high school students. And one of the two girls is, she's kind of withdrawn from her friends and she doesn't really talk to anyone. And so, one of her friends comes over and she's like, "We're going to the basketball game." And she's like, "No, I'm just going to stay home." And she's like, "Well, let me come over." And she's like, No, don't come in. So later it's revealed that she actually had used the Ouija board on her own, which you weren't supposed to do, and she conjured a spirit and things got out of control, and she killed herself. Now, was she sad or depressed, or did possibly a spirit cause her to kill herself? Her friends, obviously are all heartbroken, and her best friend decides, let's use a Ouija board to try to contact her. So they make contact and they talk to a spirit that they believe is their friend, but boy are they in for a surprise, it's not even their friend. And so things start happening, they start seeing things, and this message, everybody gets this message, "Hi friend," and that was the message they got on the Ouija board. So they're like, okay, she wants to tell us something. Well, trouble is, then they start dropping dead one by one, as these movies seem to go, where everyone just gets offed one at a time. And so they're like, oh, something's wrong here, and they end up finding out it's not their friend, it never was their friend, and it's actually a mother. Well, no, it's the daughter, and there's a lot of twists and turns. Although slightly confusing, the twists do keep you going in the story. They do keep it somewhat interesting. But I feel like this movie just fails on so many levels. It's not very scary. It's not really creepy. There's no amping up of the haunting or the scaring, or I don't know exactly what you want to call it. But it just falls flat in the scares. Does have several jump scares. Some of them work, some of them don't. But overall, I think if they had made this movie rated R, maybe there could have been some more interesting stuff going on. It just seems like when they make these movies PG-13, they kind of get boring and not as scary. So I was not a fan of this movie. I thought it was kind of boring and such, as I've already said. So for score on this movie, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. I really don't recommend watching this unless you're like a big fan of playing the Ouija game. I guess maybe you'd be interested. But otherwise, I say stay away from this one, guys. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. If you're interested, be sure to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook, follow on Twitter, and follow on Instagram.